Hey folks, it's been a day, kind of a mixed clouds and sun kind of day. We had a thick cloud cover for a time this morning and this afternoon. Sunshine kind of taking over in a lot of places once again, but let's watch how things play out on future track. The suggestion of the computer models is we cloud up a little bit more overnight, and by morning probably see some showers along the coast. Could there be an isolated shower inland? Absolutely, but the better chance is certainly in the southeastern corner of the valley. And if you look as we go into the daytime tomorrow, still mainly dry, although mostly cloudy in the west. Closer to the coast, spotty showers continue, maybe even an isolated thunder shower, but more just a rain event. And you go through the end of the day tomorrow, notice it's still dry in the west, and there's still showers near the coast and even into tomorrow evening before that stuff fades away. And once it does fade away, I think we get back to some sunshine for Friday and for Saturday, kind of getting back to normal once again. But as you look at that, at least the chance for some rain is there. Now, if you look at our rain chances tomorrow, the western part of the valley, about 20%. That goes all the way to about McAllen. Then 40% down to almost Brownsville, but then from Brownsville to the coast out to Port Isabel and South Padre Island, about a 60% chance of rain. So the heavier stuff, the more persistent rain likely to be in the lower valley. While you get farther west, you're looking at more spotty activities. We're putting an average of 40% on here, but you saw how it breaks down across the valley. The better chance southeastern corner, 20% on Friday and pretty dry on Saturday. Temperature-wise, we're about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than where we were yesterday at this time. 76 at the coast, 81 at Weslaco, Harlingen and Raymondville both at 83. We bottom out in the 60s tonight after being in the 70s the last couple of nights, so a little bit cooler than it's been. And then tomorrow, still a little bit cooler than it's been, upper 70s rather than 80s and 90s. So you'll feel the impact of the front. Not long-lasting impact, but at least we do have one cooler day out there tomorrow. Normal high is 87. Won't get there tomorrow, about 78. But then Friday, Saturday, back to 90 and 94 again, above average for the end of the week and the weekend. The cooler air is in Texas and kind of gradually sliding into the valley and behind the front. 71 in Corpus, 68 in San Antonio and Houston. Look a little wider. It's actually 70 in San Angelo and Lubbock, while only 65 in the Dallas area. The front, as it pushes through, allows that cooler air to settle in, but we're also watching this low down in the Bay of Campeche, which has a 50% chance of developing the next 2 to 5 days, but it's all going to go eastward eventually, this front kind of shunning it off to the east. So what we deal with is the moisture that comes up with that, and I think some of it sideswipes the coast tomorrow. Notice there's nothing in the western part of the valley, but right at the coast, a few showers. As that low moves more northeastward, it takes most of the moisture with it, and by Friday, I think we dry out. We stay dry on Saturday. Notice how the low goes right up where that front is and moves into the northeastern Gulf of Mexico. Could develop into a tropical depression, perhaps even a minimal tropical storm before going away. Another front in Texas on Saturday doesn't get here, but there'll be another one Monday just up in the corner of the map that could sneak in here. That one could cool off a little, but at this point, the cool does not look dramatic for that front next week either. Winds at the coast out of the north-northeast 10 to 20. There's a small craft advisory until 1 o'clock in the morning. A low risk of rip currents. The low tide's 11:26 tomorrow. The high tide 9:31. Seas kicking it up a little bit because of that north wind. So for tonight, partly cloudy, a whole lot cooler than last night by about 10 degrees, 66 north to northwest winds. Then tomorrow back to 78. Again, some showers likely near the coast. Inland, it's a much drier day. Your first 105 AccuWeather forecast for the next 7 days looks like this. One mild day tomorrow with rain close to the coast, and then after that, we're back in the 90s until Monday when another front comes in, cools it off a little bit once again, gets us out of the 90s. By no means cold, but at least back down closer and even a little bit below average. That's your updated first 105 AccuWeather forecast.